guys, welcome back. I'm Anita, and we're going to be doing Bhujapidasana, the first arm balance of the primary series. You may be familiar with Asana, where you're on an arm balance and your knees are up on your shoulders or your arms. This is similar, but this time your legs are actually going to be wrapped around your arms. This can be a little bit complicated when you first see it and you maybe aren't real sure how to get into it. And then it leads into some pretty advanced postures from there. So it is a rudimentary posture of that series. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to get into that posture to help you progress into some of those more dynamic postures later on. So foundationally, we start out in some sort of squatting position, okay? So first I want to kind of walk my feet out a little bit wider than my hips and my shoulders, okay? Not too wide because you're going to get too far out and not feel very stable here. So you want to get it in pretty close here, okay? So then the next stage is that you're going to start to walk your shoulders under your knees, okay? So they're not tucking all the way. If you can get them under there, great, okay? But you're just trying to kind of walk that humerus bone under the femur bone, okay? And then as you notice, I'm sitting my hips in, down just a little bit deeper. So you can just stay here. I'm just kind of on the tips of my fingers and walking my hands back. If this is too difficult, stay at that first level, okay? But it's really important that you walk your hands back and kind of get it into that general positioning. Okay, the next stage from there is to actually get the hands down on the ground, okay? So a lot of people fall right here. Try to lift your bum. And then from here, maybe you lift one foot and then the other, okay? Eventually you can straighten the legs out, but what we're really gonna do is start to cross the ankles. So the toes can stay on the ground for a little extra stability, or you can start to lift up the toes and squeeze the legs in toward the center, okay? So the idea is to squeeze in, lift up away from the ground, and then coming back down with ease, okay? So progressing that just a little bit, coming into that posture, same posture, okay? Getting the hands down, crossing the feet. I'm gonna get in a little closer, okay? You can start to turn the toes back, which is a little difficult for me right now, right? And then you lean forward. So eventually the toes will come up off of the ground. That's a little difficult for me, okay? The next stage is to walk your feet around, and then you're into Bhujapidasana, right? So then you can start to lift up and wrap it around. Eventually that becomes a very smooth transition as you wrap the legs all the way around, okay? So, for instance, right, you're here, whoopsies, you wrap around, just like that, and then lift, okay? All right, so there's a couple of things that you can play with. If it still feels a little bit advanced for you right now, go back to squatting position and maybe even Bhujapidasana. I have another video on Bhujapidasana, right? This is Bhujapidasana, the crow pose, right? Breaking that posture down and getting into it. This is probably the next stage for some of us. So happy plays, and I'll see you soon.